Alright guys, welcome back to Conquer and Commander. This is a game featuring my Morinfen Commander deck. And for the complete deck list, go to puremtgo.com, look at my article series Conquer and Commander. This isn't my favorite deck, but I put it together and I just wanted to show you guys a couple games with it. Let's take a look at who I'm going up against. First up here, we've got Kruphix, God of Horizons. Is big mana and big spells. We'll see what they bring. Next we've got Sliver Queen, lots of slivers. Finally we've got Ruhan of the Fomori, who is real big, but you never know where he's going to go. Let's take a look at my hand. I've got 3 lands, but they can't really tap for a whole lot of mana. Let's see what I decide to do. I'm pretty sure I sent this back. I do. And again, I get 3 lands. None of which tap for black mana, but at least I've got some playable stuff if I draw a swamp or 2. So I go ahead and keep this just because I don't want to keep mulliganing. I draw into Hero's Downfall. There's Gallow Braid. He helps out with the suicide theme of the deck. People here recognize me. And I say, okay, I guess I should apologize to these guys, though. I did tell them that I wasn't planning on making a video of this deck, of this game, but I'm going to go ahead and decide to use it just because the deck just didn't perform as well as I wanted to, and this is a game where you could kind of see what it did. So I apologize, guys. If you see this, I know I told you that I wasn't going to, and I'm even saying it needs work. But Kruphix manages to ramp a little bit here. Sliver Queen does get Darksteel Ingot. Ruhan just hits another land. I draw a second swamp finally, and the Kruphix player has to concede. Alright, so Ruhan flashes out Masako, which is good because he's always going to be attacking. Sliver Queen comes out. Ruhan comes out. Masako comes after me. I have Zhao Dun, but nothing really to play. There's Morinfen. Platinum Angel helps me with the suicide portion of the deck. There's the first other sliver, which is Watcher Sliver. And Ruhan went after the sliver player, and the Sliver Queen was large enough to block Ruhan and kill him, based upon the defensive upgrade here. We also have, however, Tectonic Instability, which kind of hoses people who try to use counter spells. It's an interesting card. It just means you got to kind of like tap out whenever you try and play a land. So yes, I go ahead and pay for Morinfen. Sliver Queen passes out a sliver, and I attack, and I hit the Sliver Queen player. Mainly for stuff like this. Reflex Sliver and another little sliver guy. And no attack, however. Masako. Here we go. This is the interesting thing about Ruhan. Is he plays Psychic Possession along with Teferi's Puzzle Box. And so he's going to be drawing a buttload of cards. He's probably going to be going for his Reliquary Tower, hopefully. I use my Thespian Stage to copy my Swamp just to give me more colored mana. And I go for the Sliver Queen because I know I'm going to lose that card soon. So I dump my hand, and Psychic Possession means he's going to draw a bunch of cards. However, I do draw into Sword of War and Peace, which is going to be very helpful for a guy who's going to draw a whole mess of cards. So right now he's got 10 cards in hand, and I play the sword, and I equip Morinfen, and I attack, and I hit Ruhan, knocking him down to 20, and then I play Basilisk Caller. So the Sliver Queen player plays Garrick, and then plays Hive Stirrings to get 2 slivers out there. Garrick is going to help you out with the Tectonic Instability. I get attacked with the Watcher Sliver and the Reflex Sliver. and that's going to hurt me a little bit, but not a lot. So, rapid hybridization hits Morinfen. Morinfen ate a lot of removal. I think people were just concerned about what he could do. Ruhan comes back out. Doesn't matter though, with the sword, it's still going to hurt him a lot if he draws a bunch of cards, and he's going to. Now, I get Dark Depths with Aether Snap, which is awesome. So he gets up to 11, 12, 13 cards in hand. So what I'm going to do, instead of equipping with the sword and just kind of like trying to kill him, because I could have done 5 plus 13, which is 18 damage to him, knocking him to 2. Could have done that. Instead, I just really want to get Marit Lage out there with the Aether Snap. And who knows, maybe he had an answer in his hand with the Gilded Lotus. So I play Dark Depths and Aether Snap. That gets rid of all the Sliver tokens, and I get bump, 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 Marit Lage. Look at him. Oh, he's so mean and ugly. Rawr, look at him. And I go ahead and attack the Sliver player. But Ruhan's drawing so many cards that he's going to draw an answer to Marit Lage. There's a Sliver Construct, and Plague Sliver, which doesn't really make sense in a Sliver deck, but, you know, whatever. So I go ahead and block the one of the minor Slivers. He uses Spell Twine, Ruhan does, to use a rapid hybridization to get rid of the big Plague Sliver, which I'm, you know, whatever. And then Aether Snap to get rid of my Marit Lage token. Boo! Marit Lage doesn't even get to attack. Boo. And then he plays some sort of Darksteel Ingot, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so Ruhan goes after the Sliver Queen player again. I draw Bubbling Milk, but I've got to get rid of it anyways. So I draw 4 new cards. Damnation, Soul Conduit, which isn't very helpful. And he's up to 12. So fine, I'm going to go ahead and go for the sword and Basilisk Collar. And I attack the Ruhan player. He does not have an answer, and he's down to 3 right now. I go up to 35. I play Maze of Ith, but it taps all my stuff. He gets attacked by the Slivers, and the Sliver player forgets that Masako's out there, which allows him to block with the tapped guys. Still, he's only at 3. So he needs an answer. He's still drawing a ton of cards. There's Fact or Fiction. No real help there other than maybe Reforge the Soul. But that still costs a lot of mana. Instead, he's Stolen Identities my Zhao Dun. So that at least he can block the Horsemanship. And then Ruhan goes after the Sliver player a lot again. And I think that's not enough to commander damage him. There's Vampiric Tutor. So I can Vampiric Tutor before dealing with the puzzle box. I can at least draw. And what I did was I drew into Sword of Light and Shadow. That's what I tutored for. I could have tutored for removal specifically for Zhao Dun to clear the way, but instead I wanted to have something that could stick around a little bit. And this is funny because I play the sword and I equip Zhao Dun, and he has no, stop. He has in his hand Jaded Response, So if I'd gone for the removal, either something like Hero's Downfall or go for the throat, or something else, he would have been able to counter it. Because he had Zhao Dun in play. Instead, because I have the sword, that's enough. And I'll be able to take out the Ruhan player. So there he goes. I draw a little, or I gain a little life. The puzzle box is gone. I've got the maze. There's Blur Sliver. I prevent the damage just because I can. He has Kessig Wolf Run. I guess I could have waited. It doesn't really matter. I've got Exquisite Blood, but I'm not going to cast it yet. He has no cards in hand, the Sliver player. I'm able to gain a little bit of life. I go ahead and decide to cast Morinfen again. Just to have an extra block or attacker or blocker or whatever. There's Sliver Queen. They all have haste. I've got the maze though, so I untap the Sliver Queen. I'm at 56. I pay the life for Morinfen. I go ahead and cast Liliana, and I've got enough swamps now to use Liliana to pump Morinfen and go ahead and take him out right now. So that's the game. I mean, I managed to help kill with Morinfen. The Voltron plan worked. Yeah, I mean, what else can you expect? Alright, thanks guys, and sorry again for using this video. Alright, bye.